And welcome to St. Louis, Missouri, where the St. Louis Archers take on the Pittsburgh Roughnecks. I'm Tom Riddell, aka Andre Krim, and I'm here with Stax. How are you, Stax?
Hey, I'm alive. That's the most important thing. Long day of work, but hey, we got to keep the games rolling, you know?
Yes, sir. So why don't you go ahead and let us know about the team rosters before we kick off this game.
The team rosters, you got to love it. A lot of great players on both sides. I'm going to be looking forward to see what these quarterbacks can do, but I'll start out with the home team here for the St. Louis Archers, aka the Season 7 United Bowl champions. They're trying to repeat. Quarterback, they have Rebecca Montaigne in year number 8. Halfbacks will be Tom Edwards and Namie McNamerson. Wide receivers, they have Zane Henderson, newly signed wide receiver Zane Henderson. Sir Lancelot got from the trade from Arizona. Chris Cross in his second year in St. Louis, and also the homie Kevin Lee. And tight ends, they only have Vance Otavian. Defense wise, they have Jesse Leyva at D tackle. Linebackers will be John Smith, Nicholas Watt, Rock Blazer, Gum Arabic, Tristan Mitchell. Actually, I kind of messed that up, but cornerbacks will be Gum Arabic, Tristan Mitchell, Xavier Lingham, and then at the safety positions, they have Stevie Glades and their veteran Preston Dotson. Let's see about the homies in Pittsburgh, and they got their victory last week. They're trying to get another one in this one. Quarterback will be Jim Carr in his second year. Halfback, they have Mike Hawk. Wide receivers, they have McDonis Magna, Corbian Crimson, and Anthony Stank. Tight end will be Bo Dacius. We've seen him had a touchdown last week. He wants to do it again. And the kicker / punter will be Anita Dickomy. Let's look at the defense really quick. They have Jerry Philbin at defensive tackle, trying to make some moves. I'm expecting some big plays from him. Also on the D-line, they have Tank Jones, Cassandra Raquina, and Thax Brightmore. And then on the linebacker side of things, they have Colt Wetzel, Gus Pack, Heavy D, and also Austin Wheeler. Don't forget Kingston Ali as well, a real stout linebacker core here in Pittsburgh. And then cornerbacks, they have Jackson Brady and Bryce Walker. Safeties, they have Angel Flugel, Mitchell Lott, CJ Bird, and Kane Elliott. And that'll be your rosters for the game in this one.
So we'll get ready to kick this one off. Should be a good game. Pittsburgh coming into St. Louis after a good week, so this should be fun.
Most definitely. I'm going to flip to Brandon and let's get this thing started. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you get on the field, show some love to the affiliates, and we'll see you on the other side. Stay tuned.
And it'll be Mike Hawk bringing it up to the 28-yard line.
Let's get into
Pittsburgh will get into the gun. And he dumps it off. Nice pickup there. And they'll get the first.
Looks like this one of their bot players getting into the mix there. Nice job.
Ball was busy last week too, so I'm not surprised. He's part of their game plan quickly. This time they'll go 2 to the top, single back in the backfield, motion to the outside by number 15, and they'll hand it off to Hawk.
Nice job there on defense. That was Preston Dotson from the safety spot coming through.
So Carr will take him back. and it'll be 2nd and 11. And they'll go 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Here comes the motion. And they'll screen this ball off, and it's blown up in the backfield by Rock Blazer, the inside linebacker.
I believe he was the only linebacker last season to get a touchdown. And he's definitely a rangy linebacker. Can't wait to see what he can do in this game.
3rd and 14. So they're 3rd and long here. Back to pass. Plenty of time. And it's caught. And they pick up the first. Beautiful grab there by Mike Hawk, the running back.
Number 69 doing it again. And they tried to swat it, you see right there, but that made him out of position to bring him down. So nice job keeping his feet moving.
Great concentration on the ball because he did bobble it. Back to pass again, and again they'll dump it over the middle. It's caught. And that's Corbin Crimson with a nice gain there. The receiver in his 2nd year with the Steelers. Beautiful grab, beautiful extension on that ball to Stacks.
Who are the Steelers? This is the Roughnecks here, but great pass, great pass nonetheless.
So
look like they tried the in and out route. Sometimes it works, but they have to have really good chemistry. The awareness of the quarterback has to be high. Looks like he rushed that one.
again from the gun, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Motion by Hawk. It looks like a screen's coming. And it's tipped by number 55. That's John Smith, the first-year outside linebacker.
Yeah, he said, get that out of here, Krim. And also, before we get to the next play, it's got the new look here for St. Louis. I gave them a matching jersey tops for their bottoms.
Looks good for them. And there's the ball over the center. It's caught. And that's Magna on the catch. But it's 4th and 4, and we're going to see the punting unit.
No, they're close enough for a field goal here.
You think so?
At the 22-yard line. Yeah, they're definitely close.
So they'll try to kick this then. Dick and me will kick this. And it's good. Pittsburgh takes that 3-0 lead.
We mentioned before the game, the kicking has been a lot better this season. We've seen a few misses from that close range. It looks like they're finally starting to tighten it up, hit those weights, get concentration drills to make sure that they know what to do each and every time. But that does give Pittsburgh the slim lead for sure. How you feel about that drive?
A nice start to for Pittsburgh. They want to continue that momentum from last week. So
I'd love to see Mike get more involved in the next drive, even though we did have some nice plays. But I'd like to see Anthony Stenk get in there too.
So Dick and me gets this down to about the 1, and it'll be returned. 1st and 10 from the 24. Ball returned by Kevin Lee, the tight end.
He's actually a wide receiver tight end. I forgot to flip that side, but yeah, he's playing wide receiver here for St. Louis.
So they'll go here with 2 to the top, and here's the motion, and here comes the fake end around, and here comes the quarterback on the boot.
That's actually Namie McNamerson out the backfield. Look like some Wildcat. They're getting us started with the trickery.
Good old Wildcat. Miami started that. And now we get 2 to the bottom. Back to pass. He lets it go over the middle. It's complete.
Nice play right there to Ansel Tavian.
We're getting more and more of these guys with those 60 numbers catching the ball.
Yeah, we talked about it last time we was in the booth. I love the different numbers. You definitely want to see a little bit of creativity with these guys.
So here comes the pitch out there to Namerson.
Ooh.
And roughing penalty added on to the run. So it'll be a 1st and 10 up to the 27-yard line.
Got to make sure you're disciplined when you're playing defense. He looked like he was clearly out of bounds and just hit him a little bit too late there.
So Montag will take it from the gun. Here comes the motion again. Fakes the end around. Here comes the inside handoff. Namerson gets a few on the play. Actually gets one on the play.
Nice shot by Cassandra.
Pittsburgh is being stiff on that defense. So this time they'll go from under center, 2 in the backfield, 2 to the bottom. Back to pass goes Montag. She's going to let the bomb go down the middle, and it's missed. Intended there for Sir Lancelot, the former Arizona Rattler.
You're definitely familiar with him. When he's opening that,
Absolutely.
You got to hit him. You got to hit him.
So again, we're going to go under center again. 1 to the top, 1 to the bottom, 2 in the backfield. Back to pass over the middle. It's caught. It'll be 1st and goal, and that's a big catch by good old Tavian, the tight end, number 66.
Nothing but buckets so far. They're looking nice, the St. Louis team.
So we're down to the 6. Inside handoff, and it's blown up in the backfield. Nice play by number 57, Kingston Ali, the inside linebacker.
He was formerly with Huntington Beach, also drafted by Anchorage. He's moved around a little bit in his career, but he has a lot of talent.
So again, it'll be 2nd and from the 6, and they're going to dump it, and they'll pick up a few on the play. They're down to the 2. Caught by Sweet.
Mm-hmm. They tried that play last week, and it actually worked out to their favor, got a touchdown, but looks like Pittsburgh was looking.
So again, they'll go 2 in the backfield. Fake, there's the inside, there's the go for the touchdown. And there we go, we're in the end zone.
Too easy right there. He loved to see
get the score.
It looked like they tried the same play as the last one, except they got it to their main tight end, Nanzel Tavian. Great drive here for St. Louis.
So the kick is up. And it's through, and we got a 7-3 game in favor of St. Louis. Nice drive there by the Archers.
Both teams coming out with a score to start this game off. How are you thinking this is going to turn out for both sides?
Well, with a crowd behind them, it's got to favor the Archers. Mm-hmm. But, the home crowd, you always got to favor the home team when they're at home, right?
Right.
So, the question here is, can the Roughnecks take it back down the field and answer?
We'll see on this next drive.
So here comes the kick. It'll pop down and into the end zone, and he's going to run it out.
My friend Krem, you were pretty familiar with what we was last year. Pittsburgh was one of those teams that had a few unfortunate losses, and it kind of stacked up on them. This is a great measuring stick type game for Pittsburgh to see where they really are in the landscape of the league.
When you're going up against the league champs, you're definitely a measuring stick. So we are from the gun, nearly offside there. Here comes the motion, and they'll run the inside handoff to Hunt. The Hawk, rather.
No dice there. That run defense from St. Louis is nasty.
So they'll go from the gun, backs to either side, 2 to the top on the pass play, fakes the inside handoff and dumps it off over the middle. It's caught. And they'll pick up 5 on the play by Crimson. But we're down to 3 minutes in the quarter. And this time they're going to go 5 wide. And they're going to be tossing this pigskin. Plenty of pressure, and he just has to fling it out of bounds. Carr just had to get that out of bounds. Just no time for him at all with that pressure coming.
Yeah, not much you could do. And St. Louis definitely had some momentum. The crowd's behind him, like we said before. Pittsburgh doesn't want to let this go out of hand.
So they'll punt. Decent punt. And it'll come down at the 20. And we're going to get a good return here. And we'll be up to the 36. And the Archers will be 1st and 10.
Hey, Krim, I'm familiar with number 23 right there. That's my boy, Preston Dotson.
You're a proud papa there, aren't you?
Yeah, that's my baby right there. Him and Vic, they make me so proud every week.
So here we go. We're going to go from the gun, 2 to the bottom. And here fakes the inside handoff. Montag dumps it off. Big play. As good old number 41 hits the ball.
Oh, they went with the fullback on that one. Body McBotterson.
The old fullback dump off. So they're gonna go tight formation on this single back of the backfield, and they'll hand it off. And Pittsburgh's there on the play. That's Colt Wetzel on the tackle, the outside linebacker, in his second year.
Also seen number 5 there just initiate that contact. Jerry Philbin, the number 2 draft pick of this past draft.
Montag fakes the run. She's going to dump it off. And it's picked.
Jackson Brady, my boy, the rookie gets his first. You love to see it.
Picking off the old veteran. So Carr will get the ball back, and he'll dump it off the Hawk on the handoff. And Pittsburgh is showing some fight.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm going to have to clip that one.
2nd and 3 from the 38 as we're winding down the first quarter here. And we'll get a flag on the play.
That's false start, my friend. They got to go back 5.
So again, we're going to go 5 wide here from Carr. And he dumps it off on the end around to Hawk. And it's blown up in the backfield.
Nothing doing there. Great defense. You gotta love that outside coverage. Jesse Leyva. Nice one from her.
So 3rd and 9. I wonder if we'll have enough time to get this play off.
I think we will.
And we just get it off.
Oh,
it's picked. Number 46 picks that off.
That's how you end the first right there.
So it's 7-3 at the end of the first. So Montag will get the ball, and she's at the 43-yard line of Pittsburgh. And here comes the inside handoff to Namerson. And he'll pick up 2 on the play.
Gotta love the defenses having their offenses back.
So again, we're going to go single back. We're going to go to the tight formation, nearly offside there on the defensive line. And we go with the inside end around, and Fitch blowing up in the backfield. Fantastic play by Colt Wetzel.
You see that
he was
block
in that
shed.
Backfield so damn quick.
Block shed immaculate right there. You love to see the pass rush getting through.
So they're going to go 2 to the bottom, double tight. Montag just dumps that off. She can't find anybody on the play.
You love to see Pittsburgh's defense is holding their own against this very, very tough St. Louis offense.
So again, we'll have another punt. And it'll go in the end zone for the touchback.
Very close
we'll be out
there.
for 20.
Pittsburgh's got to get a touchdown to get this lead.
So the Roughnecks will take the ball from the gun as they go one of the top, 2 to the bottom. And they'll dump that off. Catch by number 29. That's Ball, the backup running back.
Gonna be interesting to see what this Pittsburgh team could do in the future. They had a great draft, and they only got the high up when they're trying to get forward, getting better each game.
So they go to the 5 wide, and it's incomplete. Carr just didn't give us time for that play to develop at all.
He threw it where the receiver was supposed to be, but the problem is you got to let the receiver get there.
So they go tight ends to the bottom, receivers at the top, and they'll dump, and they'll hand this off to Hawk, and he doesn't get much. It's 4th and 1.
Don't think it's worth going for it here. Live for another day. Don't try to give St. Louis a chance. I can see a punt here.
And they will punt from their 15. And there's the kick. Beautiful kick. And it'll come down at about the 18-yard line. Nice run back. And they'll get up to the 37.
Told you, Preston Dotson doesn't miss. That's my baby. Make me proud, man. Drag a guy. I love it.
So Montag will bring them out again from the 37. And she'll hand that off. And it's hit, and there's a flag on the play. It's a hold.
Beep, beep, beep.
We're going back.
Exactly.
First and 19.
See right there.
There are not many.
Oh, sorry.
Not many plays in the playbook for 1st and 19. And they'll fake the handoff. Montag back pass. It's dropped.
Look, there's a reason why the bot players have 0 catch. You better get your user players on your team.
So 2 to the bottom. Double fullback and a running back in the backfield. Montag calling signals. Here comes the motion. Motion of the ocean. Here comes the pressure, and it's caught. And that's the tight end, Cavion again.
Snap decision there by the veteran Montaigne. If she held it for 1 second longer, that could have been the strip sack.
She had to get rid of it. So 2 to the top. Montag back to pass. Lots of time, and she's going to go long.
Oh.
And it's dropped.
Sir Lancelot couldn't hang on.
How can Lancelot have dropped that? Wide open, and he just can't squeeze it.
Now you got to give credit to that Pittsburgh defense on that one. The safety was lurking. Perfect timed hit. Sometimes you can't hang on to it when it's hit.
And Pittsburgh is giving St. Louis a real tough run tonight. Congratulations to them on that. And there comes the kick, and they can't even get up to the 20. The coverage was terrific by St. Louis.
If Pittsburgh keeps playing like this defensively, they have a chance for the upset. We're already 2 games in. We've seen 2 upsets, so we could keep the streak alive if that's what everything goes down to.
So we're going to go 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom, 2 in the backfield. Carr sends out for motion. He's going to just dump this off on the screen at the ball, and it's going nowhere.
Nowhere but backwards, my friend. I think they have the right process to try to get it out to him, but like the running back could not find his way up the field.
So that is a loss of 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 13 from the 16-yard line. Again, they go out with the same formation. Carr dumps it off the ball. He'll get a few back on that play. So they pick up the 3 that they lost, and it's now 3rd and 10.
I like to see a few more deeper shots here from this Pittsburgh team. You got to see if you can stretch them out a little bit, give them some different looks.
So this time, they're different formation. Back to pass. They busted open the center. It's caught. But it'll be 4th and 3. As Bodacious tries to get it across there, but he's going to be 3 yards short. As my old friend Maxwell Smart used to say, missed it by that much.
Oh, that's tough.
And there's the kick. And they brought it up to the 31. And Montag will take the field again with the offense for the Archers.
You'll get him next time, Preston. Good try.
Fakes the inside handoff.
Wide
over
open.
the middle. And it's caught. Wide open. And there's the first down.
Well, the bot player came through that time with the 0 catch. He made sure he put some stickum on at that time around.
Those are glass cutter gloves, my friend.
No, that's tough.
So there we go. That's something they used to use in the old 80s was glass cutter gloves.
Ooh.
And this is blowing up in the backfield. What a play. Holy jeez. What? How the heck did Watt break the line that quick?
That boy Wheeler did his thing on that one. That's just explosiveness off the line. You love to see it.
So it'll be 2nd and 15. Loss of 5 on that play. And Montag back to pass, and she's just going to dump it out here. And not going to get much back on that play. Got 3. So you're going to be still 3rd and long. McNamerson tried to get a little bit on that play.
Mm-hmm. Not a lot of room for him to cut up, to turn up the field down that sideline, but they still have a chance here. They have a lot of weapons.
So 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom from the gun. Here comes the pressure, and she's going to let it go, and it's caught! Oh, no, it's not. It's dropped.
Oh.
Holy jeez.
He could not hang on.
I thought he had that. He couldn't squeeze it with... Oh, jeez. 4th and 12. That was a perfectly thrown ball by Montag, and it's dropped.
He needs to hold on for 1 more second, but as he was rolling, you see he didn't have the ball quite as he wanted to in the hands.
So it'll bounce, and we'll be up at the 15-yard line as the Roughnecks will take over the ball. And both defenses have come to play this game, and yeah, we're at a standstill here. This has been a punt fest.
Pittsburgh's trying to change that narrative here.
So here we go from the gun. 5 wide. Caught over the middle. And that's Corbin Crimson on the catch.
Third catch of the game. And they're going to need a little bit more than that. We've seen a few plays from both of these teams where they're able to get maybe 1 first down, 2 first downs, but you got to keep it moving.
So again, from the gun. Again, over the middle. And again, it's Crimson again. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Very reliable here for Jim Carr to find whoever is open, but right now Corbin Crimson is winning his battle.
So we're going to see a handoff here to Big Mike, and we don't. It's a pass play, and he's going to have to run for it. He's going to get sacked.
Ugh.
He runs right into the pressure, and down he goes.
Once again, you got to have the awareness to cut up the field, but he didn't realize that lineman was breaking off of the block.
Third and 6. Carr fakes the handoff. Here comes the pressure. He's rolling, and he's going to go down again. Thunder Arabic. The corner on the corner blitz gets in there.
It sent all the pressure their way, trying to get to that quarterback, making sure that he's ruffled, and I think St. Louis did a pretty good job.
So here come the punt. Nice return on the play. Oh, there's a hole.
That's tough. Come on, John. You can't be doing that to my boy. Showing that hit again. It didn't look pretty.
So Rebecca Montag will bring them out again from the gun. Back to pass. She dumps it off on the screen. Complete. And that's Edwards on the catch.
Yeah, the backup halfback doing his thing. His first check on the stat sheets.
So they're going to go 4 to the top, 1 to the bottom on a 5 receiver set. Montag back to pass, and she's just going to get her stuff on the screen, and we'll get the first on the play.
Finding Edwards again.
That's Edwards again on the catch.
A little bit of a wobbler there. You've seen that little bit of spiral, but it's just enough to get it right to where it needed to be.
Well, that veteran's let loose a lot of balls through her career, and your arm doesn't get stronger as you get older.
You're not wrong about that. That's the 3rd straight catch by Edwards on this drive.
So with 2nd and 8, we're down to the 43-yard line. Pittsburgh lines up to blitz, then backs out. Back to pass goes Montag. Here comes over the middle, and it's caught by Lancelot.
Ooh.
And there's a face mask on that. It's going up even further.
That'll get him in the red zone there, Krim.
So we're down to the 19-yard line. Still they can get a first. Did they get down to about the 9? Montag back to pass, and she's just going to dump this out. Pick up a few on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're down to the 16. We're going to wear out Rebecca's arm if she keeps passing from the gun. Here she goes, back to pass again. She's going to dump it over the middle. It's caught. And it'll be 1st and goal
Crisscross,
Caught
baby.
by Crisscross.
Crisscross
will make you.
No, I didn't say. I knew you were cool. I knew you were cool. I knew it's coming. Gotta come with the classics, my friend. Great job.
So here we go. First and goal. And they'll just hand this off. And it's touchdown.
That's going to open this score up.
Amerson on the run. And the world champs are now up by 10 with this extra point. They're now up by 11.
Great drive here from St. Louis. Exerting their dominance a little bit. They've been a little dormant, especially with how great Pittsburgh's been playing. But I think with the constant punting, I think the stamina's starting to pick up on this Pittsburgh defense, and I think St. Louis took advantage.
So now we'll get the kick as we go with the quarter's nearly over. We got 45 seconds left, and before we break to the half. So what can the Roughnecks do to get back in this?
The best thing about this game for Pittsburgh is that it's still within reach. Now, I'd like to see a little bit more insertion of Mike Hawk into the offense, getting more carries up the middle, give them some chances to try to get those easy yards, and that'll open up the pass game as well. The play action, get the receivers down the field, and see if they can catch the St. Louis defense slipping. But so far, St. Louis has been on point.
So Magna gets the ball up to the 41. Correct? And actually, they're at the 24. And he's going to dump that off over the middle of the Hawk. And it's 2nd and 7.
On top of that, I like to see a few more chances down the field. Hit those intermediate routes. See if you can get 15, 20 yards in a play. See if you can get down the field.
So they're going to go to a bunch set down the bottom. Single to the top. One back of the backfield. Carr gets it complete. Nice tackle on the play there. And there's a timeout on the play.
3rd and 1 here, 31 seconds.
You know, even if Pittsburgh can pick up a 3 here, it helps them get a little closer.
Most definitely.
So here we are, 3rd and 1 from the gun. And they're going to dump it over the middle. It's caught.
No, he dropped it after the contact. Audacious couldn't hang on. It was a perfect hit again.
I mean, it looked like he squeezed it, but you're right. The defender popped that out. So they're going to have to punt. And it comes down at about the 15, up to the 21.
You got to give credit to the St. Louis defense. If there's one thing that they're great at, warming the ball carrier at the point of contact. They've done it all season long. They've done it last year. I like how this defense plays. They have a lot of good chemistry, and majority of the players from last year are still here.
So we're going to go 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Montag dumps it over the middle. Caught! And it's Lancelot again. And he's starting to pay dividends for the Archers.
Looks like St. Louis isn't going to press the issue. Just take it to the half with an 11-point lead.
And that's exactly what they do. As we come to the half.
Beautiful field there. I love it. I love looking at that spotlight.
So now Pittsburgh will kick this off for the 3rd. And it'll come down at the 1. And we're up to about the 25, 26-yard line. And I believe that's your boy Dotson on the return.
No, that was Kevin Lee right there, the wide receiver.
Okay, they're going to go from the gun here, or actually from the from underneath. And Montag goes back to pass, and he's going to let that go, and it's caught.
Fresh off a return, gets the first catch of the half, 11 yards.
He just a straight button hook. Pop that around, and ball's there. They're going to go tight here. Single back to the backfield. Montag calls signals. Here comes the thing, and here fakes the end around. And it's blown up nicely by Pittsburgh as Tank Jones gets in there, the defensive end.
Pittsburgh's going to need a few more plays like that. Get their offense back onto the field. They need the chances so they can make plays.
So they'll go back to the gun, 2 to the bottom. Montag fakes the handoff. She's going to dump this off on the screen. It's going to get blown up at the backfield.
No dice to try to turn up the field. They tried to pull back again, but Pittsburgh's on top of everything on that one.
Gus Pack on the tackle. So they're going to go 4 wide to the top, 1 to the bottom. Montag dancing around, and beautiful tackle there by Kane Elliott to stop them from getting the first by a yard. 4th and 1.
The former safety from Huntington Beach made a big play, but St. Louis in theory could still go for it, but it looks like it's punt time.
So Dick and me will punt this. Actually, Dick and me's on. I don't know the name of the kicker for.
No, you got it right. You gotta say the whole thing, though, first name and last name.
I'm not. I'll pass, my friend. So here we go. 1 to the top, 2 to the bottom. And they'll hand this off, and it's blown up in the backfield. That's Watt on the blowing that up, the outside linebacker.
Second and 12 here. Nice shot by the veteran Nicholas there.
So they're going to go 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom, 5 wide. And they're going to dump this off, and no one was home.
If you've seen the total stats here in regards to offense, Pittsburgh is not over 100 yards so far in this game.
And they're still in this game because their defense has kept them in it.
So
they're going to go 5. They're going to go heavy wide again, and they're going to run the screenplay. And that ain't going to get the job done. I mean, Mike Hawk is a good player, but he needs a little more help from Pittsburgh.
See, it's just like I said a little bit earlier. I'd like to see a few more attempts down the field. See if you could get your wide receivers running.
So here comes the punt. It'll come down at the 25. Nice return here. Look out. Beautiful return as they are up to the 41.
I told you, Krim. Makes me proud every time. And actually, would you like to be called Riddell when you're doing commentary, or okay, I go Krim? Which one would you prefer?
Hey, man, it's either or. So there it is. Nice catch over the middle. That's Tavion again. It'll be 2nd and inches.
Tough running there. He dragged a few bodies there to get close to the first, but not quite past it.
So they're going to go heavy here. 2 tight ends, 2 in the backfield. They're still going to throw it, and it's caught. Beautiful catch there by the one of the backups.
Yeah, that's Body McBotterson again, the fullback. Oh yeah, just a clarity, Body McBotterson, he's a meme player for one of the other leagues that we used to be in. And he matches up with Namey McNamerson.
So they're going to go motion here, fake the end around. Oh no, it is the end around. To Lee.
Very well covered there by Pittsburgh. It could have been a lot worse.
I mean, they pulled that fake 2 or 3 times, and they got me that time. They actually did it this time. So they're going to go from the gun 2 to the bottom. Montag calling signals, back to pass, and she just hands this off. And Namerson gets a nice gain on the play. 1st and 10.
That's the 10th carry there. He only has 24 yards. He does have the touchdown. So I'd say I'd give him about a C minus grade. But I'll give him a C because he got the touchdown.
Give that boy the rock. Let's go. And they will. They give it back.
What, he got 4 on that play?
4 on the play. Hey.
That does move the, what's the word I'm looking for? The yards per carry up just a smidgen.
By that much.
Exactly.
2 to the top. And they're going to run the end around. And it's blown up in the backfield. Pittsburgh again.
Well, that'll take it back down real quick.
That Pittsburgh front is absolutely mean. Absolutely mean.
Do we have ourselves our own steel curtain in the USFA?
It's starting to look that way. Montag, she'll dump this off. There's some yards. They'll get some of that back.
Not enough for the first, my friend.
But Walker will make the tackle on the play, the corner. And it'll be 4th and 5, and we're going to see the field goal unit.
Yes. Once again, a great job by Pittsburgh, but it really doesn't matter if they can't get points on the other end.
And this will go up and through. And we got a 17-3 game.
Great job overall for sure. St. Louis getting the points on the board. It's back to a 2-touchdown game. Like I said before, Pittsburgh, they have to find a way to move the ball down the field. The 4th quarter is slowly approaching. If they don't get a touchdown in this drive, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to come back.
Well, if they don't score, as long as St. Louis doesn't, they're still got a shot.
Most
but they got to keep St. Louis out of that end zone if they don't drive this ball.
And I say this, and if you look back in the last game, New York did the exact same thing, came back in the 4th quarter. So just like I said, they're not out of it. They just got to get some work in.
So the kick is off, and it'll come from the end zone. They're going to run this out. I don't know why they don't take the touchback.
They go backwards a few yards and a little bit of a boom or bust type of return. See if you can get something going. But credit to St. Louis's defense there in the kick return.
So that was Magna on the return, and we could see Dotson's back from the gun. 1 to the bottom, 2 to the top, and they run the inside handoff. And they won't get much on that, but they do get a few. 3 on the play.
He did break a tackle there. I'll give him credit, keeping the legs moving.
So we'll go 3 receivers to the top, single to the bottom as they go from the gun. Carr dumps this to Hawk, and he'll get a nice gain on the play. And we'll be down to 3rd and 2.
And I said this
I don't know why they're not using Carr more. Stacks.
I have no clue.
Well, Hawk is there. All they got to do is, he had a great game last week. You don't know why they're not using him more.
They're going
They
to
go
try
the
him.
inside handoff again on him, and there'll be a flag on the play.
You hate to see it.
And holding against the Roughnecks.
And they did try
coming
Mike.
back.
They did try Mike there, and it was the perfect play for that particular situation. But execution, a big factor in the game of football. You got to make sure that you keep your toes in check.
So 3rd and 12. And Carr will go from the gun. And he's going to let this go. It's dropped.
That was almost going the other way there.
Yeah, Preston Dotson nearly got his hands on it.
Hey, you test him if you want to, Jim Carr. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, my friend.
So they'll punt this.
We'll see him on the return here.
And decent return on the play as they get out to the 41.
Love those jerseys, though. It just fits St. Louis so well.
So 2 to the top. Montag from the gun. And she'll run the inside handoff. And it's blown up in the backfield again.
Wheeler.
The front 8 of Pittsburgh is absolutely insane.
Run game pretty much non-existent on both sides, but Pittsburgh, just like you said, a valiant effort stopping the run game.
From the gun, fakes the handoff. She's going to dump this off on the screen, and she's got a good play here. It's going to go for good yards.
Body McBrodison with another one. Great job by the fullback. Getting the job done.
Again, from the gun, up to the 39-yard line. Here comes the motion, and it's the boot. It's the Wildcat, and it's a touchdown.
Too easy. Namey McNamerson.
That Wildcat was wide open.
That's what we like to call in the USFA the Wild Archer. And it's blowing up here for the St. Louis team.
And slowly but surely, this game is slip sliding away from the Roughnecks. You know the nearest destination for slip sliding away.
Getting on the L train. Taking that flight back home, or in most cases, depending on the score, you might have to take the bus or walk.
Jeez, they're Ubering it.
Take an Uber from St. Louis all the way to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's going to be tough. I know that's going to be costly. Hope they tip the Uber driver too.
24-3. It's going to be a few days in that Uber.
Hey, just enough time for the recordings and everything to go. I'm sure they'll get back just fine.
So they'll kick this off from the 35. It'll come down at the 2. And Mike will get this up to the 29.
I think he was hoping for a little bit of a return like that in the last kickoff return that we seen from him. But yeah, great job there, pushing forward through contact.
So Carr's got to bring his boys back here. They need to score because this game is, as I said, slip sliding away. And they run the inside handoff here to Ball. And he'll get a first on that play.
That's pretty close. I suppose short.
Actually, 2nd and inches.
Yeah. But great effort, just like you said. Ball is helping out as much as he can, but time is slipping away for them.
And again, the inside handoff, they'll get the first.
That should be enough to close the third.
That should kill the quarter.
Most definitely.
So we're down to 12 minutes, folks. And we switch sides.
Throw your fours in just because you love us. Ooh.
And there's a pass. And, oh, jeez. Carr fit that ball in there decent. And
luckily enough for them, it didn't bounce towards one of the cornerbacks that was lurking.
Again, they'll go from the gun. Plenty of time. Caught over the middle. And that's Magna on the catch.
Nice pass there to McDonald's. Magna doing his thug fizzle. He's trying to get his team in, but they got to do a little bit more.
5 wide from the gun. Here comes the pressure. And he's just going to toss us out of bounds.
Not much you can do there, my friend. We talked a lot about Pittsburgh. We talked a lot about Pittsburgh's pass rush there, but St. Louis got it too.
Well, they're the world champs. There's a world champs for a reason. And there's another screenplay. And Hawk will get a decent play on that. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Okay, I don't appreciate him running over Preston like that. He got the tackle, but I don't like it.
That's a big man here. Preston had to grab. So
hey, he's a strong safety, you know. That's like 250 against 205.
And there's another screenplay. Actually, a quick pass. Caught by Bodacious.
Preston got caught a little lacking on that play, but great route combination to get him catch him slipping.
Good speed there to get in for that tackle though. So from the gun, plenty of time.
Oh,
and threw it into a crowd, and he's lucky it wasn't picked.
Anthony Stank couldn't hang on in all of that traffic. It really is a no-fly zone here for St. Louis, and I don't think Anthony Stank has a catch. He had a big touchdown last week, held to 0 in this one. That's not fun.
From the gun again, 2 to the top. Carr. And he'll do a shot put throw on this.
Yeah, pressure's no joke here. St. Louis, at the very least, they're trying to hold them to 3, but if Pittsburgh has a little brain cells percolating in that brain, they need a touchdown.
So we're down to 3rd and 10. Carr. And he'll let it go. And it's tipped and hits the ground.
That Preston, come on. That was all you. I did not upgrade my catching for you to drop that.
I think Preston thought he was playing volleyball.
He spiked that one. Damn. Not to be.
Yeah.
Once again, a lot of coverage there. Jim Carl was trying to fit that in. Turnover on downs.
Nice try by Pittsburgh, but they've still got some time away. That defense has improved, but the offense still needs some work. And they're going to just hand this off St. Louis and try to kill some clock.
I did say earlier that this game was a measuring stick here for Pittsburgh, and all things considered, last season it would have been a worse score from what I've seen. Definitely an improved team, but still got a lot of things to work on as we've seen today.
So Montag will just hand this off, and that Pittsburgh D, like I said, is nasty. They just need a little more offense, and this team will be a contender.
Yeah, just a little more offense, a little more seasoning with experience on the side. You know, get that salad, make sure that you got that proper diet going along with your meal. Pittsburgh has a long, not a long way to go, but they have a lot of promise.
Montag just throws that to the corner of the field where nobody's there. Nobody's home. Nobody's home.
You have a better clue where that pass is going than me. I don't know where that pass was.
4th and 8, and out will come the punter. Good contact on that. You just can hear the pop. And here comes the kick. And we're going to have a flag on the play. Holding against the Roughnecks.
That's Gus Pack right there. I think for Pittsburgh's development, a touchdown in this game, whether they get the win or the loss, I think that could help them out. Yeah, I think that will help them out a little bit.
So they'll go from the gun. 2 and 2. They're nearly picked.
Number 22 there. Is that a bot or their user?
No, that's Xavier Lingham, the rookie.
Oh, so Lingham and Preston forgot their hands on the butts.
That's Lingham, the rookie. Back to pass.
Oh. And I guess Rock Blazer forgot his on the bus as well.
The wheels on the bus go round and round. Round and round.
Round and round.
24-3 as we're down to 8:13. 3rd and 10. Carr back to pass over the middle. And nada.
It's 4 down territory here.
We are sorry that there's no one home.
Oh, they're going to punt it here.
They'll punt from the 5. And this will be good position for St. Louis as they get it up to the 40.
That's one thing that's helped out the Archers in this ball game. Supreme starting field position. Starting close to midfield increases your chances of scoring by a lot. I don't have the numbers because I'm not a math guy, but I trust the process.
So Montag tries to draw him offside and then just hands it off, and it's blown up in the backfield again.
That's my boy Jerry Philbin. Out to Canes.
They'll lose 3 on that play. And they'll hand it off again. This time they'll get a good gain there from McNaberson. He got a lot of that back. 3rd and 5. So now it's a respectable 3rd and short.
St. Louis trying to burn that clock.
Burn, baby, burn. Here we go. And
might be short.
I think he is short. 4th and inches.
Mm-hmm.
Now, St. Louis really doesn't need to go for this. They're just going to kick it away.
I won't be surprised if they do stay on the field. Nah, they agree with you. Okay. They agree.
So they're going to kick this away.
Nope. No fix.
And there's the kick.
If that punt was just a 5 yards shorter, that could have been a solid pin.
And they're up to the 20 on the touchback.
So you've seen 3 games for both of these teams. What are your thought process on this Pittsburgh team?
A lot of improvement. They just need a little more offense. The defense is solid. They just just need the offense. The offense isn't there yet. As for St. Louis, they're the champs, and they've added some new pieces, and they'll be tough to play against.
Ooh!
Geez! Stank had that and just couldn't squeeze it. The rookie #1 pick just could not squeeze that ball.
Once again, like he had the lane to hold on, but once again, a great punch out.
Back to pass it again. They try it again. But this time, they roll snake eye.
You want to see your #1 receiver get those money plays, and that's just part of the game sometimes. Not everything's going to go your way.
And they're going to go. It's 4th and 10.
Why not? Oh, no.
And turnover on downs. And here come Montag and the St. Louis offense. And they're already in field goal range, so
you can expect some more points more than likely.
They could just hand this off 3 times and kick the field goal. But they're going to go from the gun here. And they'll run the inside handoff here. And
once again, great coverage.
That Roughneck defense, they're buzzing around like bees, looking for honey. McNamerson just hasn't had a chance to get anywhere on that run game.
And I believe this is his worst run game of the season. So if there's something that Pittsburgh can build off of, this stats.
And McNamerson will get this handoff. He's only got 78 yards rushing so far, so
he's had 100 in both of the games that he's played so far this season. So it is still technically a W unless he breaks off another touchdown here.
They'll go from the gun. Montag, plenty of time. Here comes the rush. She doesn't go. Corner to the end zone, and she's picking up turf out of her mouth.
Yeah, Jerry Philbin, that #2 pick. We talked about the #1, the #2 pick there. Philbin came rushing, and it made that play impossible to make.
If there's one thing a quarterback hates, it's pressure up the middle, and it was there. And they'll kick that 3, and it's 27-3. And again, congratulations to that Roughneck defense for holding them to 3.
Most definitely.
So what are your thoughts on this so far?
It went a little like I expected. I actually expected Pittsburgh to score a little bit more than 3 points. I expected a little bit of a closer game, but I did have St. Louis in my head winning it. But I'm once again going to give credit where credit is due. Pittsburgh, they fought for pretty much the whole game. It just a few mental mistakes there later in the portion of the game kind of took them out of it. The offense, it's been fairly inconsistent. We'll have to see what they do in week #4.
So this will be run out of the end zone and up to the 26-yard line. And that will come Carr again.
Oh, I forgot to ask you, are you ready for your presence or for your team's presence in the final game this week here as you're going to play against Arizona?
Well, you said you had something rolling for us. So I'm looking forward to seeing it.
I think you'll like it. Oh, nice.
So there we go. Caught. Huck got a huge grab there. He was wide open over the middle, and Carr hit him with a perfect ball. Look at this. Just
wide
perfect,
open.
Perfect crossing route, and he just catches it there.
Looks like St. Louis is going for more of a prevent style defense here.
And tons of motion here. As they go tight here.
Yeah, they audible to that one.
And over the middle again. Caught. That's Magna on the catch. Nice 18-yard gain on that play. And they're down to the 28.
3.5 minutes left.
Let's see if they can cash in and get a nice moral victory. And there it goes long.
Yes, they do.
Down, Pittsburgh.
Anthony Stank doing it again. Her second touchdown of the season, and that was a beautiful pass there by Carr. You love to see it.
Not just enough air on this thing, and the toe drag swag in the end zone.
That was
now,
a beauty, and it's going to be upheld. Great job.
Now, if only they could have gotten this in the third. But it's a great moral victory. They're going to go for 2 here. And over the middle, and it's got it. That's bodacious for the 2. And it's 27-11 with 3:12 left in the game.
We talked about moral victories here. That was definitely a W play to set up the touchdown. Carr was immaculate with the pass. Anthony Stank keeping the both feet in bounds. And although the game as a whole didn't go their direction, with how they played defensively, how they ran on that particular drive, and potentially onward if they could get the ball back, you got something cooking here for Pittsburgh.
You can see that the Roughnecks are on the right track. They just need a little more power. You know, as Tim Taylor would say, more power.
Well, exactly. They're going onside here.
And of course they're going to do this. And here's the offside kick, and it's going to be picked up by St. Louis.
Yeah, that's crisscross there.
Crisscross will make you. Every time he gets the ball, man, I gotta do that.
I love it.
Gotta do that.
You just got to be a part of all of the St. Louis games, and then we'll make that happen.
So Montag will go from the gun. Plenty of time.
Oh,
and she steps up, and she steps right into the sack.
Not a fan of that one for Montaigne. You'd want her to just take off to run, pick up whatever you can, take the slide, avoid the hit, but I think she was trying to go down the field on that.
Gus Pack on the sack. The inside linebacker. Rebecca, just hand it off. There we go.
Pittsburgh's calling the timeout here. Try to see if they can have one last ditch effort on offense, potentially another touchdown. You never know.
As we get another look at that sack. Two in the backfield. Single backs. Montag back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Montag steps out.
Bucket. That's a Montaigne play right there. Avoid the rush, get to her spot, find her security blanket, Kevin Lee, and that's going to get another first down here for the homies in St. Louis.
That is composure, and you only get that from an 8-year veteran.
Mm-hmm.
There's the inside handoff to Namerson. And we're down to the 2-minute warning.
They'll call it the last time out here. They'll have it after this next play.
So 2:11.
Pittsburgh still has the chance to at least get the football back here, but they'll have to make sure they don't allow 7 more yards.
So they're going to go heavy here on the tights, and they're going to hand this off.
Great defense there. Once again, Jerry Philbin there, along with who I believe was Austin Wheeler.
the 2 high draft picks have come in handy for Pittsburgh. Those are key building blocks to this organization for years to come.
Most definitely. And 2 great users behind those players too.
Montag back to pass, and she'll let it go. And it's caught. Oh, no, it's not. It's dropped.
No, it's caught. It's caught. Barely.
Lee on the catch.
Box him out like a center trying to get that rebound. Jackson Brady had no chance. And it looks like we got victory formation here.
And there's the knee. And we'll watch the clock wind down. So what are your thoughts on the rest of the games this week?
Should be a fun ride for sure. We got Tampa Bay and Charlotte coming up. 2 great teams, both of them coming out with victories throughout the first 2 weeks. Tampa Bay, the final undefeated team, now that Huntington Beach lost. So if Charlotte could find a little bit of the magic we've seen from them last season and the regular season, we could have ourselves no more undefeated teams as early as week 3. That's crazy. And the final game we have here is going to be Dallas at Arizona. A fun ride between a lot of movement. And I already know you're very familiar with what's happening there. You're trying to get some get back. It's going to be a fun ride.
I know all within myself we're trying to get some get back here. And that's the end of the game. Final score, 27-11, and we're off to the stats department.
The stacks by stacks. Let's go ahead and get into it. 348 yards total for St. Louis, an overall great game. It started out a little slow in the beginning, but they picked it up as the second half goes along. 222 there for the homies in Pittsburgh. You see right there, the punt return yards, just ridiculous. Shout out to my boy doing his thing. But turnover wise, both of them had 1 apiece, and they were both early. I believe they were both interceptions. Third down conversions pretty low from both of them. 14% for Pitt. St. Louis got 33%. Looks like possession time, St. Louis led the way with 7 more minutes worth. Great job holding onto the football late. Passing wise, looks like Montaigne with another 75% clip. 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 25 for 33. And Jim Carr the same way on his side, 1 for 1 in regards to touchdown and interception. 51%. Definitely want to see that improved, get some more involvement with the easier passes to get him more involved, get him more accurate. Rushing wise, looks like Namey McNamerson just a little shy of 4 yards a carry, but he does get 2 touchdowns on the ball game. Great job from him. Mike Hawk, less than 2 yards a carry on this one. You want to see a little bit more, but the game kind of got out of hand. Couldn't run the ball like they wanted to. Looks like the longest rush of the day was 39 from Namey. Receiving wise, here from St. Louis, Ansel Tavian leads the way with 7 catches, 70 yards, 1 touchdown. Great game. Kevin Lee, 4 for 41. Tom Edwards, 3 for 14. Namey McNamerson, 2 for 7. Sir Lancelot, 2 for 37. Chris Cross with only 1 catch and those for 13. Great job from him. Now for Pittsburgh, we have 6 for 62. So for the yards that he didn't get on the ground, he got in the air for sure. Good job. Crobian Crimson there, 5 for 53. McDonald's Magna, 3 for 34. Bodacious, 2 for 13. And the sole touchdown came from 1 catch. And Ilse Anthony Stank, great job there for 28 yards out. Back to the defense here. We'll talk about St. Louis first. Looks like Rock Blazer was the tackle leader with 10. Preston Dotson right behind him with 8. John Smith with 7. Stevie Glades there with 5. Gum Arabic with 4. Xavier Lingham with 3. Looks like Nicholas White has 3. Tristan Mitchell with 2. Leva with 2. And that's all the users there. Tackles for loss, we got a lot of them. Blazer with 2, Leva, Smith, Dotson, and Watt each have 1 apiece. Sack wise, Gum Arabic, the only user there with the sack. It was bot player there with the interception, so no worries there. Pass deflections, Lingham, Glades, Mitchell, Blazer, and Dotson each get at least 1. no forced fumbles or anything like that. For Pittsburgh, tackle-wise, the leader will be Austin Wheeler with a great game, 4 tackles for loss, and that's just testament to how great he's been this season so far. 13 total tackles. Andrew Fluke with 8, Jackson Brady with 7, Kingston Liley with 6, Bryce Walker with 5, Jerry Philbin with 5, Quinn with 4, Kane Elliott with 4, Gus Pack with 3, CJ Bird with 3, Colt Wetzel with 3, Mitchell Lott with 3, a lot of 3s, Tank Jones with 2. Bo Dacia's finding a way to get a tackle. I don't know how the tight end did it, but he did it. Corby and Crimson also getting 1. That's all the users there for defense. So 4 once again there for Wheeler. Philbin gets 2. Great job. Colt Wetzel with 1. Kingston Ali also gets 1. Sack wise, Gus Pack gets the sack. Jackson Brady with the interception. Great job by the rookie. Pass deflections, there's only been 3, and it was all by Jackson Brady, so he might be that highlight player. You never know. When I put it on the ticker, nothing else here, no fumbles or anything like that. Let's see, kicking wise, looks like both of them perfect on the day. Carlstown made all of his extra points and his field goals. Anita did her thug fizzle, no kicks longer than 39. And a little bit further down for the kickoffs, got 9 total, no touchbacks. That's crazy enough. Punting wise, the longest punt is 52. That was from Anita. Looks like the average is between around 44 to 46 yards on the average between Carlstown and Anita. Kick return wise, McDonald's Magna average 24. The same thing for Kevin Lee. Chris Cross got that last one. And for punt return, looks like Preston average almost 14 on the punt return. Pretty nice. Mike only had 1 for 6. And that's going to be all the stats.
So, from St. Louis, we'll say goodnight. I'll see you guys next Friday night. Doing the game here with Stacks.
Most
So, we're out.
We're out. Stay safe. Hope you have a blessed rest of your evening. Like, share, subscribe. We got one more game tonight. Let's go ahead and get this money.